Hi, this is Jeff Dabrowski here with the Edge in America, coming to you from the Meadowlands with old friend Frank Antonaci Jr. Frank, you put together a syndicate last year on a Colt Bourbon Slush, and you had quite an outpouring of support for that. How has that all gone for you, and how's the syndicate working out?
Yeah, well, it's really been terrific. A couple weeks ago we had something at the farm called Family Day for the Bourbon Slush stable members, and the Harness Horse Youth Foundation was lucky. We were lucky enough to have them come aboard and help us out with that, and we had about 120 people there, and really had people from all over the country and all different walks of life come and join us for that day and get their feet wet in harness racing, get to jog the standardbred horses and standardbred ponies, and they really enjoyed it. And the Bourbon Slush stable has grown to 3 horses because there were so many people that wanted to get involved. We included 2 pacers, an American Ideal filly named Little Miss Bourbon, and Better's Delight colt called Better with Bourbon. They both raced in the Sire Stakes unsuccessfully, let's say, the last 2 nights at Yonkers. But I think actually they both have pretty bright futures ahead of them.
Bourbon Slush qualified the other day. What are you probably feeling about his prospects?
I think he's getting better and better. We changed some equipment around from his first qualifier. It helped him tremendously. I think he's got a shot to be a competitive Sire Stakes horse, but he's for sure going to be a late closer. I think he's going to be at least successful in the late closers.
Now, the Antonaci name's synonymous with trotters, of course, but you added some pacers in the syndicate, as you said. How are those pacers working out?
Well, like I said, they both raced this week at Yonkers unsuccessfully, both for a couple different reasons. Last night it was a terrible track there, and kind of Cat tried to get the colt out of the gate a little bit, probably too much that he was ready for. But I think he'll learn from that experience, and we'll learn from that and kind of change some things. And I think both of them are great big horses, so it might have been a little tough on them getting around a half the first time. But we'll regroup, and like I said, I think they have a bright future ahead of them.
The syndicate idea. How do you feel it's working out for you, and what would you recommend to other people who want to, try to do a syndicate on their own and get more people involved with the sport?
Yeah, I think the thing that I've realized is that, first of all, the group of people that came and joined us, they've been tremendous. We have over 40 horses in the stable, so we got a lot on our plate, and we do the best we can to keep everybody up to date and let them know what's going on and educate them about the sport. And I think they understand that we have a lot of other stuff going on too, and with that we understand how important that is to their life, that they invested in these horses, and how much fun they're having with it. And we're just trying to promote that kind of atmosphere, that it's a lot of fun, a good learning experience. So it's ups and downs. So we had it down this week with the Yonkers experience, but I think the group has been fantastic that way. I think the biggest key to the success so far has been complete honesty on our behalf. If there's been an issue with the horses, they know about it. We're not trying to hide anything. It's supposed to be a fun experience. It's not going to change anybody's lives one way or the other. That's the way we set it up. So it was a no stress atmosphere, so people could really enjoy it and have fun with it instead of worrying about the money all the time.
Oh, that's great. It's great. It sounds like you addressed one of the problems we've had in our sport, which is communication between owners. You got the Facebook page, and I think you're doing a great job with that. Finally, we're at the baby races here today. Do we have anybody special that we haven't heard about yet, or? Well,
we'll see. This is kind of one thing the truth is told, right? We have a Cantab Hall filly at a moneymaker who's qualifying today. I think she's got a lot of ability. So we'll keep our fingers crossed with her, and there's a couple other ones here too that are they might be okay.
I was going to add a quick question. Moneymaker's still at the family farm. How's she doing?
She's doing well. We got a couple embryos out of her this year, so we had a little scare with her over the winter with the barn going down, but she seems to be in good health now, and she's a fighter. There's a reason why she was able to go back and forth across the pond so many times.
Well, she was a great horse. We all loved her, and the barn is coming along good. I've seen some pictures. Are we close to?
Yeah, we're close to finishing. Carpentry stuff is going on now, and we're pretty close to back to where we were.
I'll be able to come do my work?
Absolutely, Jeff.
Okay, great.
Thanks a lot.
All right, thank you, and thank you all for watching The Edge in America.